I'm Steph Stricklen with GeekWire Studios here at AWS reInvent. I want to introduce you to my guest right now. We are taking a good conversation, having a good chat with a gentleman to talk all things billing, which is interesting to me, and monetization of billing and how companies are using this in the space. This is Tyler Peterson. He's the head of go-to-market with Metronome. For people who are uninitiated, what is Metronome?
We are the monetization and billing infrastructure for the modern software company. So we serve companies that are primarily in the cloud infrastructure space, AI companies, and SaaS companies that are transitioning to AI products and usage-based products.
Everyone here is talking about AI. How is this changing your line of work?
Well, the value equation for software has fundamentally changed. We've gone from access to usage and outcomes, and so legacy systems no longer keep up. Our best customers are treating pricing like a product, and they're iterating very, very quickly. And the demands for their business are quite different from a monetization perspective.
I'll talk to you about both sort of the legacy clients, but I really want to just also talk about AI startups.
Sure.
That's an interesting conversation because the confluence of what you're doing is coming together as opposed to maybe untangling older systems. Starting with AI startups, how are they able to build your offering into what they do to solve that problem for them?
Sure. AI startups are launching with usage-based models from the get-go. They're treating pricing like a product, as I mentioned. But the fundamental difference is the more successful their product is, i.e. the more usage it gets, the more it costs them to deliver. So traditional seats-based models just don't work. So you see companies like Hugging Face, Together AI, and then the big scale-ups like Anthropic and OpenAI that are our customers as well. We're powering the entire monetization experience for these companies. And the customer demands are quite different. They want to see in real time how they're using the product, how they're paying for the product, and so you need to provide that real-time access.
So you talked certainly about the smaller startups as well as the really large companies like OpenAI. How does your product work nimbly with what would be a small startup that has a very different sort of need set against something much larger that maybe needs to have more guardrails built in? How does that work for your company?
Sure, I mean, it's very easy to get Metronome set up, but the benefit for these AI startups is that they're really in the wake of the AI giants, right? And so everything that they've already experienced and the demands that they have, the AI startups have an opportunity to benefit from all of that innovation that we've been able to provide. So yeah, I think it's actually quite similar, but they can get stood up and using Metronome quite easily.
Is legacy business getting left behind in this conversation?
The legacy businesses that are resistant to change, absolutely. Most legacy software companies today are adding AI products, and they're in a very, very different situation. I look at it and I was drawn to Metronome personally because I saw similarities today to what we went through when we went from on-prem perpetual license models to SaaS, and that's where subscriptions were born. Subscriptions took us for a good long decade, and now we see things like AWS, who has been on a usage-based model from the get-go. So cloud service providers are really the first companies to really embrace this. And so we started with that hypothesis that pricing should be a lever, monetization should be a lever for growth in your business, that our customers should focus on building differentiation in their core products, and they should not worry about billing. And so instead of waiting 6 months to make a pricing change, they can do it in minutes. The beauty for us, being a startup, is that the AI boom happened and our business exploded because every AI company is starting with these usage-based models.
So speaking about the conversations you're having with companies that are here, they're serving not only their internal needs from a pricing perspective, but at the end of the day, offering a bit of choice for their customers. Tell me a little bit about the conversations you're having here, kind of also through that lens.
So when you move to a usage-based pricing model, customers need transparency and predictability. And so the billing system needs to be real-time and accurate, and it also needs to provide customers a window into how they're using these products. For our customers specifically, being able to meet their customers where they are, remove deal friction when they're trying to sign up new customers because they can offer all types of business models, prepaid commits with drawdowns, seats plus credits. We support probably hundreds of business models within the platform, and we give them the ability to change their business model at the drop of a hat. In the past, they would have had to wait 6 months, Billing logic was hard-coded, but today it's flexible. They can iterate, they can test, they can change, and they can really use it to drive additional revenue while meeting their customers where they are.
Very well put. Tell me about the conversations you're having with so many of your business partners who are here.
Every customer that is here, one, they're super excited. We're on an incredible growth run. These AI companies have seen just astronomical growth. It's incredibly competitive in just about every space. And so they want to shift engineering resources from working on billing to working on their core product. And so, if they've been in a more of a seats-based world or a platform fee world, they're exploring new business models, they're launching new products, they're exploring new business models, they want to know what their peers are doing. And so, yeah, the conversations are fantastic. I'm excited about what the next year holds.
No better place to have those conversations than here. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Steph.
I'm Steph Stricklen. You've been watching GeekWire Studios.